a mission, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa. Don't know what your position is.
Welcome to the On a Mission podcast. This is episode 4. It's your host, Jay Ali. You know, we talk a little sports. We get into some politics, entertainment. But the real goal is to find out what your purpose is. And, because we on a mission, so what's your mission? I got my big homie KG with me today. What's up, man?
What up? What up, world? What's going on?
How you been, man? How was your week?
Man, life is good, man. I can't complain.
No, that's great.
I had a good weekend. It's a lot of stuff that we're going to have to get into. A lot of stuff happened this weekend. Just happy to God gave me another day, man.
Oh, understood.
Happy to be here.
I get it. Let's jump into it, man. What we got?
Okay. Well, first of all, we definitely got to say rest in peace to Big Dave. Dave from De La Soul passed.
Oh, man, rest in peace, man.
Yeah, man. That is a huge blow. That's a big loss to hip-hop right there. De La Soul is a very pivotal. They from Native Tongues. They're a very pivotal part of hip-hop, man. I can remember, the earliest songs that I actually remember, because, when you young, when you, 5, 6 years old, you hear stuff, but you don't really understand what's going on until you get about maybe 6, 7 years old. One of the earliest hip hop songs that I can remember was Me, Myself, and I.
Yeah, it's classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
And they got a lot of classics, man. Potholes in My Line. A lot of classics, man. Rest in peace, Dave.
Do you know what happened
His name is David Joliker.
David Joliker, rest in peace.
But he went by True Goy.
True Goy. Rest in peace. I saw that headline. Do you know what happened to him?
I do not know for sure, but I do know that I read a while back that he had a congestive heart failure.
Oh, man.
So I'm assuming that he had a heart attack.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Condolences goes to the family.
Dave has always been a heavy dude, though. Ever since they came out, he was kind of heavy. So that's kind of a topic that we got to touch on, man, is like black people, man, we got to get ourselves together. We got to take care of our health.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Being big is, some people, they wear it well. They've been husky all their lives, but we got to make sure the insides is straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%, man. Health is big, and to the listeners out there, we got to get on this health kick, man. I know we eat a lot of sodium. We eat, high cholesterol. We got to change that up. I know cats personally growing up that didn't even know what water was. Oh, you whack, you drink water. It's how y'all making fun of somebody drinking water?
I know people to this day that don't drink water like that because they don't like the taste. See, that's another thing we got to touch on. This is why I love On a Mission podcast. Because see how, we giving Dave his props and saying rest in peace leads into health, and then it leads into this. Black people, we don't teach kids about nutrition. I can honestly look in this camera and say, and I speak for a big portion of our community, I did not understand how to eat properly or healthy until mid-20s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was not taught about that growing up. And it's a struggle, man. It's a struggle. Everybody loves to eat good, you know what I mean? But it's all about balance. You got to put some greens in your life.
Moderation, but you got to have a balance. You need greens. And I was talking to my girl about this the other day, and we were talking about how the pyramid chart for food is a lie.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff on that pyramid chart is not good for you. Think about it.
And they come back every so often, every few years, and they contradict themselves. They'll tell you milk is good for you, then they'll say milk is not good for you.
Or eggs, you know what I'm saying?
Or it's not good for you. Or rice, you know what I mean? So,
speaking of that, since we're on the topic of health, I saw this lady, and you may have posted it. There was a lady and a man, and they were in their house, and she poured some Coca-Cola on a pork chop, or pork.
Oh, man.
And you saw the maggots and stuff come out. So, you posted that, right?
I did post it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my stories be crazy, man.
Now they do, man. Y'all gotta follow Zule2 on IG. He lace you with everything. So make sure y'all do that. But we gonna reiterate that again at the end of the show.
Yeah, that's
But
like an urban legend, like a myth, or I don't know, because I've seen it online happen a few times, but then I see like people try to like disprove it, Mythbusters or whatever. But basically, on the clip that I posted, a lady had like a big slab of pork. I don't know if it was pork ribs or something, but she had a big slab of pork, and she poured some Coca-Cola on it and let it sit for a little bit, and then some parasites came out. It was like some worms or something.
I mean,
out.
I believe it. Pork
I
is
believe it too.
the pig. What they eat anything. They're scavengers. So they eating trash, shit. They eating all kind of stuff. So,
But not just pigs though.
Yeah.
There's fish
Shrimp.
in the sea that like you pour the Coca-Cola, or if you pour salt water or like vinegar or something, like if you marinate it in there, all sorts of parasites come out. It's it's part of the life cycle.
Yeah, it's you have what they call the bottom feeders of the
ocean.
the ocean. So yeah, same thing as on Earth. Like it's a recycle, like you said, circle of life. But we don't need to be eating most of that stuff. No.
Moral of the story is, man, just try to do better, man. Try to have some kind of balance. It's cool to have pizza and burgers every now and then, but you can't do that shit every day, y'all.
It's literally people that go to McDonald's and eat every day.
That's ridiculous.
Every single day. They go in there for breakfast, egg McMuffin, hash brown coffee, or whatever. Lunchtime, Big Mac, apple pie. You know what I'm saying?
It reminded me of
dinner.
this documentary that came out where this dude did an experiment.
Fast Food
Exactly
Nation.
what I'm talking about. Fast Food Nation.
Fast Food Nation. You know, we read about that in college, and we did a paper on that. Was it Fast Food? No, Fast Food Nation was another one. The one that Adam Spurlock was his name. He was in Super Size Me.
Super Size Me. That was the name of it.
And he's the reason why McDonald's doesn't do the supersized fries. Or
really?
Yes. They don't. You notice they don't do that. Everything is a large, and the portions are different. But are they really playing with us? Because
I seen a thing where
the medium fry is. You see, we on the same page.
Yeah.
The medium fry, you pour it in there, and it's like the same. Because if you look at the packaging or the cartridge, whatever where you put the fries in, you notice like the bottom is pushed up to make it look more than what it is.
I seen something on Instagram. I don't know if it's true. Seen it on Instagram, but they had like a small cup, a medium cup, and a large cup. And they poured the soda from the large cup into the small cup, and it didn't spill. It stayed like the same. Then they poured the
Starbucks too had that same thing.
They poured it into the medium cup. It stayed the same. That's crazy.
Y'all know what it's called? Game. They're gaming us to spend more money. You know, it's crazy, man. You know, it's big money in that stuff. Cause think about it. The hype for In-N-Out, the hype for Chick-fil-A, the hype for Raising Cane's. I like I like all that.
Them Popeyes chicken sandwiches.
Oh, the ignorance with the Popeyes chicken sandwiches.
Niggas
People
was fighting in line for them chicken sandwiches. It was straight Royal Rumbles at them lines.
And I look at the ingredients. It's like 100 ingredients in a damn chicken sandwich. What is all of that? You know what I'm saying?
Look, man, y'all gotta get some greens in your life. You know what I'm saying? Eat some vegetables. Juice, if you can. Juice. Drink a lot of water. Water is very important. You know what I mean? And I just think everything in moderation. I wouldn't say just go quick, fast food, cold turkey, and just eat all healthy. I think you just eat a little healthy, treat yourself. Eat a little healthy, treat yourself. Make sure you get some exercise in. Make sure you move. You know what I mean? Even if you don't go to the gym, just walk. Park far when you go to the store, and then walk to your car and back.
100.
Yeah,
because I found myself, I'm off of fast food. Found myself cooking more. You know, I make my meals now, and it's a lot better. I may go to a nice restaurant and eat, but for the most part, I try to cook everything. Because a burger, French fries, supposed to be old. Have you ever eaten McDonald's fries cold?
Yeah, it's nasty.
It's nasty. But if you eat like In-N-Out fries, which is a real potato, and you reheat it, it gets back to the natural state.
That's
so
true.
you're just eating a bunch of chemicals if you think about it. Well, we know it is.
We
You
know
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
But it is like stuff like the high fructose corn syrup, the MSG, monosodium glutamate. That stuff.
Soda is like the worst thing that you can
Yeah.
do to your body, man. Soda is diabetes in a cup, straight up.
It is. And you look at these things, they're enhancements like MSG. Certain chemicals make you think that you're still hungry.
Oh man, we can get deeper.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not telling y'all not to drink soda, but just make sure you balance it with a lot of water. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
But,
for sure. I love my ginger ales.
Let's
I
get
ain't gonna
deeper
lie.
though. The food make you dull, and when you feel tired, lethargic, and dull,
Yeah.
and dull-minded, you're more susceptible to be programmed. You know what I'm saying? If you walk around dull-minded, then you see ads on TV, or you hear them on the radio, or you see billboards and stuff. You're more susceptible to become a consumer,
That's
be
real talk. That's
Yeah.
real. You know, even when you eat that stuff, like you said, you be. We can go deeper than that. We can talk about the itis, the fluoride toothpaste that blocks your third eye.
yeah.
Like there's so many different
fluoride
things.
in the water.
Yeah.
If you drink tap water, you a stupid motherfucker. Because fluoride, it's all kind of chlorine and everything in tap water. But
Yeah, and that's true though. Like
if you
find
give your
yourself
pets
lethargic.
tap water, you a bad pet owner. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But,
no, it's definitely like you said, like being lethargic.
Deodorant, lotion.
Deodorant. Look, I'm gonna say this. I started using deodorant with no aluminum in it. 100% no aluminum.
You better
Dove
than
got
me.
it. They got all of it. That aluminum is not good for you.
You better than me. I'm still using that. What is it? The Right Guard. What's the one that I use? Oh, the Irish Spring.
Hey,
Irish
look,
Spring
try
smelling Right Guard.
try Dove. They got 0% aluminum. It'll change your life.
Dove underarm.
Dove Underarm. They got Old Spice. Got one. They got different brands. Hey, make sure y'all tap in with it.
I'm sitting up here. I'm such a contradiction, man. I'm sitting up here preaching to y'all, and I eat bad. I'll be using the bad deodorant and all that too.
I'm on that
At least
deodorant.
I'm conscious of it though.
Yeah.
And I try to do better. I try to have balance in my life, some kind of way, and in my diet. But
Yeah, no, but definitely try that 0 aluminum.
please, man,
Change your life.
There's so much joy in this world that you can experience. You know what I mean? Like, we need you to be here. So make sure you move, get up, move, work out, drink water. You know what I mean? Try to eat healthy every now and then. Just try to do better, man. That's all I'm saying.
This takes me to my next point. I don't know if you noticed, but I always think logically. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So-
the man brain.
Me thinking logically, during the pandemic, you had to be locked inside. You couldn't go outside. They locked the playgrounds down. They locked the park. What is the one thing that fights infection? Vitamin D, the sun.
Yeah.
So it didn't make sense to me that we all locked in the house and we supposed to be sick. But if you go on a jog, if you get your blood flowing, that sickness will be out of you.
That's true.
It never makes sense to me.
Here's some more good game for y'all. Every day, I take vitamins. I take vitamin D3, B12, and vitamin C. Every day, those three together, you won't be sick. You won't catch the common cold. Or if you start to get sick, it'll go away in like one
Super
day.
fast. When you're on your vitamins, it does.
D3, B12, and vitamin C. Don't say I never gave you no game, man.
What about the fish oil? Omega.
Fish oil is good for your heart.
Yeah.
You could throw that in there.
Yeah, I like all those vitamins and stuff too, so I'm big on that. But look, I even go deeper. Black seed oil, chlorophyll, liver cleanse, parasite cleanse. Like all of this stuff gets your body right. You feel better. You feel lighter. There's no way I should eat something good and be, I'm so tired,
That's real.
lazy. Food is supposed to give you energy, I thought, right? Or am I tripping? Am I tripping, y'all? Isn't food supposed to give you energy?
That's real.
So-
Dr. Sabi,
Dr. Sabi diet. He said no broccoli. I love broccoli. But he said broccoli, carrots, none of that stuff is good for
Dr.
you.
Sabi diet is wild. That's like, you gotta be super disciplined to be on that tip.
Yeah.
I ain't knocking it, but I don't know if I'm ready for it yet. I gotta work my way up.
Yeah. It's a process. It's a process. Like we all do things, but we want to try to stay on the healthy side as much as we can. You know what I'm saying? I believe that. That's key. Like I never forget Pusha T. I always bring that quote up. I probably said it on this podcast, but wealth don't buy health. When he brought up the example of Steve Jobs has money to go around at least 50 times.
That's real.
He was sick. So, man, the moral is just, man, take care of yourselves. Get out there,
man.
work out. Working out change your whole morale, your mood, everything. Like I noticed, like for the fellas out there, you want to impress your lady in the bedroom. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Get that stamina up, man, in the gym, because it really works. Man. Like it really works out.
And don't be discouraged. Everybody has setbacks. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to hop back on it and dedicate yourself to going to the gym or dedicate yourself back to that diet or whatever. That's just life, man.
Shout out to my boy KG right now, though. He's consistent on his diet. He ain't just talking. He ain't just talking, y'all. This man has a trainer. If his trainer ain't there, he's still on the mission to get it back to where he was. He on the mission.
He came through. We watched the Laker game together. What I serve you?
Fresh ass chicken salad. That chicken was fire, man. It was fire. So yeah, I'm on salads all day. Salmon salads is my thing right now. So, and y'all can see I'm trying to cut down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But we on the mission, man. Everything is a process, and I'm okay with the process. We have to start somewhere. Quick story. I was in the gym working out. Guy came up to me. He said, "Hey man, you not working out." I said, "What?" He said, "You training. There's a difference." I said, "What you mean?" He said, "Bro, your attention, how you hitting the chest, you getting off the chest, you doing curls, you doing push-ups, you getting back on there." He said, you training, bro. He's like, you training your muscles. He said, I look up to that. He said, I watch you work out a lot. And he said, I may stare, but I'm trying to learn. I said, bro, work out with me. He came and worked out with me. So now he implements what I've learned from somebody.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Minx. He had me on workouts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Certain things, like, he learned. So we just learn. When we learn things, we pass it down.
I remember seeing Minx when he was, like, smaller. Mm-hmm. Because I've been watching his comedy for a while. And then now I'm starting to see him get huff. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've been like, okay, Minx been on his shit.
Nah, he be on his shit, man. He be doing his shit. But, yeah, so, I love just being in there. I learned not to be intimidated. I got in the gym with niggas that live heavyweight.
Yeah.
And when I hit the 315 mark and I was able to rep it, one of the guys at the gym that I learned from, because you always want to, just like in basketball, you work out with somebody stronger than you or faster than you, you're going to get better. So I worked out with the cats that was lifting heavyweight, naturally doing their thing. And once I did that, he said, bro, you can lift in the gym with anybody now. So just getting the respect, even when I'm somewhere and I'm lifting the dumbbells, I'm doing 120s. People like, damn, you lifting that much? I mean, it's just a blessing. But I remember when I used to have a spotter on 80.
Yeah.
So it's just the consistency and the grind. I was on my mission. My mission was I want to be swole. I want to have a chest. My purpose is to get in that gym, do my dips. So, like, I have a routine. And getting hurt set me back, but now I'm doing the proper things and not get hurt. Not to
That's what I was saying.
overstrain
we
myself.
all have setbacks, but you got to get back on the train.
Yeah, for sure. But shoot, man, what else we got?
Well, I'm going to end that with health is wealth and R.I.P. Dave, man.
Yeah, R.I.P. Dave, yes.
All right. What we got going? Well, we got to talk about the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl
Well,
just happened.
we'll get to that. We're going to get to that towards the end. We'll talk about the Super Bowl towards the end.
Okay. Well, something that just happened today, which is wild, was a Michigan State shooting. Shooting at the Michigan State campus. I think 5 people got hit, 3 died so far. And the cake of it all, it was a brother. It was a black dude. Black people don't do mass shootings. But here we go.
So what? Do you know any details on it? What happened?
It's so fresh. Mm-hmm. Like, it kind of just happened before we started taping this episode. And it's not that many details. All I know is that they took him out, so he's down. The brother got killed.
Oh, damn.
But it started in a classroom, I think, on the Michigan State campus.
Man, rest in peace to everybody that lost their lives in Michigan State. Condolences goes to the family. It's just so sad.
And it might be more people. It might be more, but right now I'm just hearing that I think 5 people got hit, 3 died.
Yeah, that's sad. Like, that's sad. You never understand the motive behind this stuff, but it's never that serious in my opinion.
Mental health, man.
Mental health is key.
Mental health. I don't know what could drive somebody to do something like that. It's always a different storyline behind it, but it's never no excuse to just go that, like, to take it to that extreme. You know what I mean? Where you shooting innocent people.
Yeah, because a few years ago, or maybe a year ago, it was a brother that killed his wife. And the video showed
that.
him.
Was it on Facebook?
Yeah, it showed him getting ready to walk in. And
that was off like child support or something, right?
Man.
Or she was like not letting him see his kid or something.
That's a sad situation. Like, man.
Yeah.
Mental health is key, though. I mean, you
But
have
it's
to
just
address
so
the
many
mental health.
guns in America that how can you get the guns out of the crazy people's possession?
But
Damn
then
near
I'm saying,
impossible, right?
but I'm saying, yeah, but
So what is the solution? Do we give more guns? Like, do we make sure everybody have guns? So if somebody go crazy in Michigan State, then another student could pull out and stop him before he kill other people? Or do we take away all the guns and then, like, only a few
how did he
people?
get that on campus? That's what needs to be implemented.
Right.
It needs to be, because it's Michigan State. That school makes money, I'm assuming, right?
Yes,
So
definitely.
I think it needs
Just
to
off
be to
athletics
protect.
alone, that
yeah,
school,
yeah.
probably $1 billion industry. Like,
But I think the school needs to take in matters that's gonna help, secure guards, do pat downs. I mean, it may seem like, oh, this is too much, but it's to protect innocent people.
It's 2023, Jack. As much as we have these mass shootings, we should have armored security at schools.
I believe it's
I
necessary.
believe in that.
Yes, I
So
believe in
when
that for sure.
Something jump off before he get to going classroom to classroom, maybe somebody could stop him.
But he ain't getting in.
Oh, you mean like metal detectors?
Yes, I'm talking about pat downs to where, but
All that's coming though. All
Yeah.
that's coming because they already got the facial recognition cameras and shit.
yeah, you can't. This ain't the '90s. You can't do anything without it being in HD now. Back in the day, niggas could probably try to rob something and be like, oh, well, they couldn't see his face. Nigga, that shit is HD on small surveillance cameras.
For real. So I don't want to hear no shit about they can't solve something. Like my little nephew just got his car stolen the other day. And it's so many, because they live in a very rich neighborhood. So it's so many cameras. I'm sure every house on that block got a Ring camera. So the police should be able to follow that car all the way till it probably got to the main street and then start following the car wherever it went through the cameras on the lights and stuff. Because there's cameras on those lights even though you can't really see it.
Well, there's a show that I watch. It's on the ID channel. It's called See No Evil. And that show is about them using surveillance footage to catch criminals. So, like you said, there was one particular case I was watching where this man killed his daughter, right? No, his stepdaughter. No, his daughter. And he was saying, oh, well, I don't know who did it. He went to the site. So they watched the surveillance because they had to watch hours of footage. So they got to go from house to house to watch hours of footage. So he watched, one of the officers said, oh, man. They get you watching hours of footage. But he said, this white car seems weird right here. So it's a white car. He saw the white car make a U-turn. And then he said, wait a minute, there's a truck. They basically followed this whole truck to one of those piers where you put the car on the boat, ferries.
Yeah.
They followed and they saw the truck. It had a distinctive missing headlight. So they went back in the day. They said, well, if he's taking the truck, that looks like the father because he had a tall stature. So they looked at the tall stature of this man over here at the house. But they ran that camera back and they saw this one white car make a U-turn and they saw the truck pass by. They was like, wait a minute. That looks like the same truck. So all in all, they was able to tie the father and killing her just watching surveillance.
And
so they
that's what
probably
I'm saying.
doing that. It's probably taking just time to do it.
Man, ain't no crime should go unsolved. If they take all the footage for them Ring cameras in the neighborhood and then tie it with all the footage on the main street, because there's like a camera at every gas station, a camera at every liquor store. You know what I mean? They could literally probably follow that car to its destination if they just
Yeah, no, you're right. Speaking of rings in the hood, that's rest in peace, Slim 400.
Oh,
His
man.
murder was captured on the ring, and it's sad. You
That's
know,
sad, man. I like Slim too.
yeah,
Ice water. What he used to say? Hold up.
yeah. So rest in peace, Slim 400, man. But
Yeah,
like,
man.
yeah, I wanted to ask you this question: when is the last time you actually watched the news?
I don't watch the news ever.
Yeah.
I watch like political news. Like every now and then I'm on CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, whatever. But I don't watch like Channel 9 news or Channel 4 news and then like that. No, I don't watch that.
But you notice how quick it gets to social media now. That's the new news,
Yeah, that is the
I'm
new
saying
news.
it gets there before any news station.
And my reasoning for not watching the news is because it's basically fear mongering. Like they only take they'll take 20 stories of like negativity of murders and robberies and natural destruction and disasters and stuff, and then they'll give you like one success story or one good story. But every night, if you watching the news, you just constantly getting fear mongered, and then you get like the weather report and some sports. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
It's yes, it
And
is.
so I don't pollute myself with that. Like,
I stopped. Yeah, like I said, I stopped watching certain things. Like even some of the court cases I was watching, I was like, this is kind of taking me into like a negative place. Let me watch something positive. Go watch a pod, or something like something uplifting. And it's something in sports I want to talk about too when we get to that
all
segment.
right, when we get to that segment.
But let's talk relationships. Valentine's Day. is
Oh, we
coming
can
up.
definitely talk that. But all right, since we're in this realm, let's talk about this. Did you see that clip of Nia Long talking about when she was in high school, she had a 30-year-old boyfriend?
That's wild.
I bet you. Hey, I used to
That's
see that a
wild.
lot too. When
Yeah.
I was in high school, I used to see like the girls they're like the popular girls, the pretty girls. They used to get picked up some older dude in a car because when you young and stuff in high school, a lot of us didn't have cars yet. We was busting it, but the older dude
niggas-
come swing by and pick them up.
To the old dudes doing that, y'all weirdos.
Oh, for sure. Because you can't get a girl your age. What do you have in common with a girl that's 15, 16 years old and you 30?
R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Come on,
unless
man.
you dumb, unless your mind is 15, 16 still.
You know
what
what?
I mean?
You right about that, man. Girls stayed, and at our school, Culver City, there were certain people dealing with administrators. Certain girls.
I didn't even know that.
Man.
That's wow.
It was a dude who ended up marrying. Not saying that he was doing it with the girl then, but he ended up marrying one of the students later on.
That's wild behavior.
So I'm
That's
saying,
wild
like,
behavior.
Nia Long just casually just said it like it was just the thing
Nia
to
Long
say.
gotta get out the way.
She got to get out the way.
She got to get out the way, man. That you can't be promoting that. She said it like it was nothing wrong with it. Like,
No.
nah, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. No, I'm sorry. Nah.
That's losers do that, and pedophiles. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff that we used to do as kids, like trying to get chicks drunk to sleep with them and all that. A lot of that stuff come back on you nowadays. 2023, you can get canceled. You can get locked up. That's like considered rape now.
Yeah, it's
You know
just,
what I mean?
yeah, like
even though like let's say I'm drunk and she drunk, and we like, you know what I'm saying? Like technically they could say I raped her. Like she didn't know what was going on. She wasn't in her right mind. Even though we both drunk.
yeah, it's a thin
A
line.
lot of stuff that used to go back in the days, that shit ain't going now.
No, and I
That's
think
crazy.
I really think it's better for the women to protect them.
Definitely.
Definitely protect women, and at the same time, it's like, well, niggas is weird, man. Niggas is weirdos, man. That's just. But I knew cats that would go even as grown men. Nigga said something to me one time in Hollywood. He said, "Yeah, we got Bacardi shots for the girl, but we gonna drink water though." I said, "I'm out, bro. I'm not about to hang
Yeah,
with you.
you
Niggas.
see what
That's
I'm
weirdo
saying?
shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm good. I'm straight.
Yeah.
The world is crazy.
That's how you catch a case.
Yeah, it's like it's stupid to even do that. But yeah, man.
So what you want to talk about relationships? It is Valentine's Day tomorrow.
Yeah, it is. It is Valentine's Day. What you doing?
I ain't got no girl this year, man. I'm big chilling. I'm about to have a regular day.
Your regular day.
Good workout. You know what I mean? Be at home. I wish it was a Laker game to watch. I'm gonna be big chilling at home.
I'm gonna be out, man.
Saving money.
I'm gonna be out.
I
Yeah,
ain't got nobody to buy no chocolate for, no none of that.
Like LeBron said to show, say nobody. You gotta say nobody.
He said that to Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, when Shannon Sharp said, I thought you was gonna do it on Thursday. Man. Yeah, say nobody. You gotta say nobody.
Hey. So what you got planned, man? What you let
man, I can't
let the world hear what you about to do.
She gonna be watching this, but
Nah, it's going y'all date gonna happen before this drop.
No, actually no.
No?
Uh-oh. It's gonna be out tomorrow. She's definitely gonna watch, but we going somewhere to eat. That's all I'm gonna say. We got a nice we kind of did some stuff this weekend. She got her.
Hey man, you gotta put some thought into this date, bro.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
For real,
oh
bro.
yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Gotta get real romantic with it.
I'm always, bro.
See, this dude got an advantage too, cause this dude make music and he makes sexy music too. Like he make that like baby making music.
Yeah, yeah.
So this dude could. I made a song for you.
Yeah,
So
oh
this-
yeah. She did. Yeah, she knows.
You can do little stuff like that.
She knows. It's gonna be nice though. We gonna have fun. Definitely
That's
have
cool,
fun.
man.
I'm excited
I hope y'all
for
enjoy
it.
yourselves.
Yeah, we will. We gonna
Hope
kick
you
it.
don't break your pockets too bad.
Nah. She ain't even that. She not even on that. She just
See,
like
men, we gotta be creative with our dates sometimes. You know what I mean? Like we gotta try to figure out ways that anybody can spend money, and then that make everybody end up doing like kind of the same similar things. Like you gotta think outside the box and do something that's like real cool that she would love, but she didn't expect. You know what I mean?
hell yeah, 100%. I'm on that. So I'm gonna let y'all know next episode how it went.
Rack your brain, fellas. It's a lot more to it than just flowers and candy. for
No, it
Valentine's
is.
Day.
It's good conversation. It's vibe. It's knowing that she knows that you're taking care of stuff for her. You know. Now, since we on the topic, I'm gonna tell my girl, please don't buy me these Astro Boy boots that all these niggas just out here wearing.
Hey man, I kind of like them, man.
That shit, those are trash.
That's funny. They gotta get out the way.
Those boots gotta get out the way. I was done when I seen Lil Wayne wearing the Beetlejuice outfit with those boots on.
Hey, Lil Wayne look crazy now, man. What happened to Lil Wayne?
I don't know, man, but
That
pray for
nigga
him.
look dead to me. He look like a zombie.
Man,
off
nah,
Walking Dead.
He just got the dreads. That's what it is. Wayne, man.
Weezy dope, man. Weezy a dope artist, but Weezy look crazy nowadays.
Hopefully he not going through nothing on some real shit. Hopefully he's good.
I think he in a good space. He's starting to get real active with music again. He's starting to come out. I see him at the games and on Undisputed. He being on there in the morning. And
Yeah,
stuff,
he do.
so-
Yeah. He really made that show what it was.
Right.
And speaking of Undisputed, I'm glad Shannon Sharp set the record straight. They squashed their beef. So
Yeah, they seem to be getting along nowadays. Everything looked like the show is going on as usual.
because he ain't got to go. Let's go, Jen.
When he cut him off, he cut Skip off. Let's go, Jim.
Let's go, Jen.
Jen, I mean. Hey, but them Astro Boy boots look crazy. A lot of people starting to get them. I'm starting to see a lot of celebrities with them on IG.
Why everybody got to wear the same boots?
You know, monkey see, monkey do.
Not me.
That's how it be.
Good. They at least have a different
They
colorway.
look kind of cool though. Hey, you know what though? Kanye came with some Astro Boy type boots, but they was black. They was some big ass cartoonish looking boots.
I bet I see you
He
with a
came
pair
with
of
them like a
those.
couple years ago. So really, it's like everybody catching up to him now.
Yeah, but please don't do that. Well, who made them? Adidas?
Nah, it's some brand that like make offbeat stuff like that. Like they made like like the boot that you wear when you sprain your ankle or something, like a
Yeah.
cast or whatever. They made shoes that are like the Air Cast ones or something.
Oh,
They make like little weird stuff like that. It's
Gotcha.
called Mischief or something. It's like MSCH or something like that.
oh shit. Well, I won't be getting a pair.
Nah, I won't be getting a pair.
No. Them boots got to get out the way.
Astro Boy boots got to get out the way.
Astro Boy used to wear them with a little tighty whitey underwear.
I'm surprised Wayne and nobody didn't come out like that with just the Astro Boy fit.
Hey, Halloween coming up next. Well, Halloween not coming up, but when Halloween get here, who knows? Niggas might be walking around Astro Boy in it.
Man, I done seen it all, man. Nothing surprised me no more.
Nothing surprises me.
These niggas in this industry, they do anything.
Well, look, we're going to take a quick music break. We be back in a minute.
First we started off with food, candlelight dinner with seats but just two. Music in the background, something real smooth. And if you wanna dance, we can do that too. Ice cream for dessert. Careful not to let that drip on your skirt, cause your outfit's killing them. Goddamn girl, you fly. It's not me and you, lady, it's you and I. Your girlfriends can't deny. Crease jeans, buttoned up polo guy. Haters hating on us as we walk by. Headed to the movies, we don't wait in line. Got the tickets online on standby. Meanwhile, got you laughing until you cry. Feeling like a schoolgirl in junior high. Thinking like I'm the kind of guy you probably wanna have a Can I take you out? Can I take you out? Find out what you're about. Can I take you out? Maybe we can have a little dinner on me, on me. Take you somewhere that you've never been before. Baby, I just wanna. Can I take you out? Can I take you out? Can I say, girl, can I take you out?
Walk on the beach for some meditation. You needed vitamin D, here's your medication. I know your mind's what I'm penetrating, but you look so damn good, girl, it's hard waiting. I can admit that I got patience, but this the type of love that leave your heart racing. It's permanent, girl, it's no replacement, and I understand the hardships that you facing. Yeah, I know the single life is getting kinda rough. No need to stress, let me refill your cup. Your attitude is telling me compliments ain't enough, but by the end of the night, I promise you give it up for real.
Maybe we can have a little dinner on me. Take you somewhere that you've never been before. Baby, I just wanna. Can I take you out? Can I take you out? Can I say, girl? Can I take you out? Baby, I just wanna find out what you're about. Can I take you out? Baby, I just wanna find out what you're about. Can I take you out?
Welcome back.
What upper?
All right, KG, gonna lead us in, man. What we coming in with?
All right, we back, y'all. We back. It's been a lot. It's been real active this week, so I got a lot to touch on, but I wanted to get into this. I came across an article talking about Congress is drafting a law to knock off jail time in exchange for organ donors. What do y'all think about that?
Please put that in the comments. How you feel about that?
That sounds crazy to me, because you got people in there that's doing football numbers and they'll give anything to come back. And like, man, people start selling their body parts off for time. Like, that's crazy. Because you can still survive if you donate a kidney, or if you donate like maybe like a spleen or something. Or
But my question is, what are the limitations? What is it? How much time do you get off?
I don't know. It hasn't been specified yet, or I probably didn't like read all that information. I just saw the headline and I just thought that shit was crazy.
Yeah, I want to dig deep into that. I'm gonna look that up.
That's wild.
See, yeah.
But I don't approve of it. I hope Congress don't approve that, because that's crazy, man. For a man to give his organs to come home, wow. Because basically, they make a lot of money off organs. Like,
Yeah.
like a heart, don't quote me
Oh,
on
yeah.
this, but if you need a heart transplant, a heart is probably like $300,000 or something.
Yes, a
You know what I mean? So it's like they probably already because so many people, in case you didn't know, go missing every year due to kidnapping, never to be heard of again.
Yeah.
So they probably kidnapping people on the low and taking their organs anyway.
That's crazy.
I'm sure they doing that in America.
That's
I'm sure they doing it all over the world, but yeah, it's a lot of black women and black people in general that go missing. And
There was a case about a guy, he was in Hawthorne a few years back. I think it was, say, 2012, 2013. And he was a neighborhood mechanic. And then one day the police searched his house and found all kind of bodies of women underneath his house. It happened. That was one instance, and there was one guy in Cleveland that I saw a documentary about. But yeah, this guy was in the neighborhood. He would repair.
I think you might be talking about that. And he on Google Maps too. I think if you search this specific address, he's in front of his own house fixing a car.
Yeah, in Hawthorne. Yeah.
This dude, that's one of the only black serial killers that I ever heard of.
Yeah.
And he used to kill the hookers on Fig.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Look that up.
One of
I
the
don't know,
homies,
whatever you gotta type in Google, but look that up. That dude killed a gang of women, like 60 or something.
Yeah, I had a homeboy that parents used to get their car fixed by him.
Wow.
Yeah, and I remember when that
Small world.
story dropped, and we knew exactly where it was.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There's another cat in Cleveland. There's a documentary about a guy in Cleveland that was luring women back to like this shed, and one of the women escaped, and the police brought him in. And yeah, I gotta find that story, but yeah, it's another guy like that too. But it's not too many black serial killers, and then when you see him, you're like, what are you on?
Man, he had a lot of bodies under his belt.
Yeah, that dude
I heard
did.
about him.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
But yeah, man, that's big business though, selling organs and stuff. So I do believe, call me a conspiracy theorist, but I do believe people get kidnapped and harvested for their organs.
Oh, I believe it for sure.
Yeah, man.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't agree with this this new bill they trying to draft. I hope it don't get passed.
I don't know.
If anything, I say if a nigga want to come home, throw his ass out there, because we occupying all different types of countries as far as warfare. Throw a nigga out on the battlefield. If he do good and he represent the country well, and he, he complete his missions that we send him out on, and then knock some of his time off.
Well,
Do
it
that,
is certain.
You know what I mean?
I watched this video about prisons across the world, and there's certain prisons where they treat the prisoners like people.
Oh
in
yeah,
there.
I heard about that, like Switzerland and
Yeah.
all that stuff. Yeah, they like the housing is real nice and all that, and they have less repeat offenders than America. I think America jails the most of population of its population out of any country in the world.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's big business. It's an incentive to do so.
Yeah,
So it's so much money in it. So
I remember
Yeah.
people were mad at Michael Jordan a few years ago,
they said that he invested in prisons.
but it was a white guy named Michael Jordan.
It
Keith
wasn't
Michael
Mike.
Jordan. Yeah, but I remember that was a big thing. They were saying Michael Jordan invested in prisons. It's
For a
like,
long time, I even heard that one, and
Yeah.
I was running with the narrative. I was like, "Oh, Mike is dirty."
yeah, but it wasn't
Nah,
him. It was a
wasn't
white
true.
man. Yeah, it
Believe
wasn't
in
him.
rumors.
Yes.
So anything I say, please research it yourself. Google it, because sometimes I get stuff wrong, or sometimes my opinion is not the correct opinion. It's just my opinion. So please do.
And
research.
really hone into that, y'all, because we want y'all to do the research and create questions and answers for us. We love the interaction with the people. So like he said, if there's anything, even any of us, even if I say something or he says something, just make sure you comment and let us know. And there was a comment. He gave some feedback, so thank you for that. We have
I'm
difference in
open to
opinion.
correction.
Yeah.
I'm open to criticism. I am not the smartest man alive.
Right. So like I said, if y'all see something, let us know, man. Put it in the comments.
But yeah, man, donating your organ is wild. I'd rather you go fight for the U.S. to knock off some time than donating organs. That's wild. So they can just sell it and make money off of it. Like, it's a cold game.
That is wild. Dang. That is wild. You know, I'm laughing because it's just like how the different schemes they come up
Jay
with.
Ali, you want to get out of jail? It's a white man in New Hampshire that got eye cancer. Let me get that eye up out you. Let me get that left eye.
I'm good. I'm good.
I'll knock
I'm
10 years off your sentence for that
No.
left eye.
No, I'm
You got a
good.
27-year sentence. I knock 10 off that sentence for your left eye.
That's still shit. 17 still a lot. Shit.
Shit, you can do that 17 rather than that 27. Come home with one eye. It's a lot of niggas that think about that.
Like, I'm straight. I'll stay at 27. Shit. Whatever I did to get 27, I need to be there.
No, that's real.
But what else we got, man? What else we got?
Oh man, a lot of stuff's been going on, man. Let's see what else we got cooking. Hey, so last episode I talked about the U.S. shooting down a Chinese balloon. It was like a 200-foot balloon, the size of
Spy
like
balloon.
yeah, it was the size of 3 school buses or something. They said.
Yeah, it was like 200 feet or something like that. Yeah.
Well, since then they've shot down 3 more, and I heard about Canada. The Prime Minister Trudeau, he shot down one as well. So, but it hasn't been balloons though. They're saying like one of them was like a octagon shape, one was like a sphere shape, like a saucer. Like I don't know what they are, man. Is it UFOs? And if so, are we greeting them with like force? You know what I mean? Like, do they come in peace and we shooting them down?
You never know.
Or like, you know what I mean? Or could it be like Chinese spy drones? Could it be Russian spy drones? We don't know what they are because the U.S. is being real discreet about it. But all they saying is that we done shot down like 3 more since that Chinese spy balloon.
I believe it's intel on that. We just don't know what it is, but I believe they have intel to even shoot it down. You got to know something about it.
It's crazy though, because I ain't never heard of nothing like this. Like, the first time I heard of it was when we shot down the Chinese balloon, because people know the United States is not to be fucked with. Like, we spend a lot of money into our like
Our
military
defense and everything.
Yeah, so like they know that we not playing. So for motherfuckers to just be casually coming into our airspace like that, that's wild.
It is, but
And that's bold if it's
yeah.
another country. If
Yeah.
it's another country, that's bold because we have, I think it was Harry Truman that dropped the bomb on Hiroshima. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but we've been known to drop the bomb on you. So keep playing, fuck around and find out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like I said, I don't want no wars.
No, we don't. No, definitely, we don't want it. But like, what is it? Because that's the best case scenario. That it's like another country's intelligence, or like like a drone or something. But like, if this something from outer space and we shooting it down, dude, that's some scary shit right there.
No, it is 100%. And who knows?
It's wild, man.
Who knows?
So I heard about that. That's something to think about. Something to be paying attention to. Because
Please, like he said, please pay attention to that and man, I'm gonna pay attention to that. Like, I need to get involved and see what's going on more in the world.
And
You
on
know
top
what
of
I'm saying?
all that, like them shooting down those drones or whatever they are, them saucers, whatever. But it's been a lot of more like sightings of UFOs, and even the government is coming out and admitting to it that some of our fighter jets, some of our pilots from the fighter jets, or some of our like what's those big old battleships or whatever. Like, we be seeing stuff in the sky and it be maneuvering and doing things that we can't explain, and then it'll disappear into the ocean, or like they're starting to admit that UFOs are real.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm gonna say it like this: there are so many galaxies that we can't even get to. You know what I'm saying? So, do you think God made just us? That was it?
That's
you don't think
real,
it's something
man.
somewhere else that maybe And I always say this to people just to get them thinking. Maybe it's human beings are creatures with 4 arms, and 2 arms of them is weird. You know what I'm saying? There's so much more that we can't get to. Just because the galaxy is big. They said they were saying that. Well, they think Earth is the only planet, but there's shit deep in space
Man,
that we
we
can't
done
even get
found Earth-like planets with water, and similar atmospheres.
Anything with water, there's
that are-
life.
Yeah, that are way out there further and like 3 times or 20 times the size of Earth and all that. It's crazy. And the thing is, if you look at our civilization, we've only mastered flight. We've only been able to fly in the air for like 110 years. 100 years ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't that no.
there's civilizations that have been around for thousands of years on planet Earth.
Yes.
So for us, America's only like what, since 17 something?
I gotta look up
Focus
that
on me.
number.
I'm thinking it's 1776. Don't quote me on that. Look it up. But I think we've only been a country since 1776.
Well, that's when they discovered it, but it was there before that because everything used to be
Oh yeah,
together, and it was
But-
called was it not Pangea, but I remember it was called. And before everything broke away.
Yeah. Yeah. But think about that. Like, America's only a couple hundred years old.
Yeah.
So, and we've only been flying for about 100 years.
Yeah.
So there might be civilizations out there that have been flying for thousands of years. So that's why
That's what I'm
their-
saying.
Their aircrafts can like break the inertia code and all that.
Yeah.
And
If you believe in God or whatever you believe, I believe in God. So
I believe in God as well.
yeah, so if you believe in that, he didn't just create us. Look at the animals, look at the trees. Everything has a purpose.
We ain't even discovered everything on Earth yet.
No,
we
we
don't
haven't.
even know what's all in the sea. We
No,
don't even
we
know
don't.
what's all in the Amazon jungle. Like,
There's so much stuff we can't get to right now. But technology, you know, like I say, technology is advancing. So if these are spy balloons, just people got to understand, most of the technology comes from China anyway.
for real.
You know what I mean? So is it really bizarre that they can put something over here? They're creating a lot of this stuff.
I'm hoping it's another country and not some outer space. But if it's another country, that's bold, because that means they poking us, or they not worried about us. You know what I mean? They feel like they could do that. They invading our airspace like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, who knows what's going on? We don't know the real until it happens.
So that's something to keep an eye on, because it's been happening more frequent now.
But yeah, what else we got, man? Let's just get get a
them
couple more
saucers-
in.
Them saucers is on a mission.
On the mission. Can't.
Right. So, man, I seen something very disturbing on IG that I want to talk about, man. Shout out Rick Ross.
Oh, shout out to the
I-
boss, Ricky Ross.
I personally have not been a fan of his music, but that don't mean that he has not accomplished a lot. Rick Ross is one of the biggest artists that we've had in hip hop. You know what I mean? He's accomplished a lot.
Right,
He's
right.
made a lot of money, got a lot of accolades, made a lot of big songs. So, with that being said, I saw on IG he was at a concert in Houston and he was rocking, going for it. You know what I mean? Oh, the biggest boss. Yeah. Going for it on the mic. And like the whole stadium was leaving, just exiting mid performance. And it was like literally like a big old stadium, but like it was like not even half full, not even a quarter full. And I don't know what that is, man. Like, what is that? Can we say Houston don't fuck with Rick Ross like that? Or is he considered an old school artist, so he's considered irrelevant? Or
Well,
like,
you
what
know-
is that? Did he say something crazy and now he's canceled? Or like,
It's just-
what is that?
It's just Gen Z. They ain't rocking with it.
So Gen Z on some Rick Ross got to get out the
They
way.
want- Rick Ross said they looking like shit. That nigga had his run. You know, it's funny. They looking at the next up, which is cool, but
So Rick Ross is trash to Gen Z.
he might not be trash, but they may not understand the music. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, Rick Ross had to
So what
sing.
they want, that computerized shit where it sound like a nigga recorded it in Tron or something like
That's what they want.
that.
You-
What is
that
it? Talk
that
box,
vibe emo shit.
not
Nah,
talk
it's
box. What is it
auto
called?
tuned
Auto-
out.
Yeah,
Well, see, like Rick Ross had his time in the game.
he did. But I mean, why do our culture? Why do we do that to our legacy artists? They don't do that to rock and roll artists. The Aerosmith is still touring to this
Nah,
day,
you're
and them
right,
dudes
right.
is what, 70 years old or
Right,
something?
right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, why do we do that to our legacy artists like that?
Well, let's think about it. Let's break down the real legacy artists. I think our legacy artists get respect.
Nah, well, because we could say
We talking about rappers, don't?
yeah,
But-
in the hip hop culture, in the hip hop
culture.
genre, we just recently had 21 Savage talking about Nas is irrelevant.
Yeah. He
And
did.
Nas was like a year removed from winning a Grammy, but he's like, Nas is irrelevant. Why would you say that? Now, granted, I'm going to give him his props. They cleared that up, and they even made a song together after that.
Yeah, they did.
So,
But was that song for the culture, or was it really a squash? Think about it. It's business at the end of the day, too. And I don't think Nas
I don't
is
think he
tripping.
meant it like that. I think he meant it like that at the moment because he was feeling himself. He just had that album with Drake come out and
Then why would you say that, though? It don't
feeling
make
himself.
sense.
He was on Clubhouse. He was talking big shit. He was feeling real high power. But I think he came to his senses and his apology was sincere. I don't think he meant to disrespect Nas.
Well,
just
Nas
feel
got
like,
niggas rapping again.
for real, man.
He do.
But I think like that's how he felt at the time. Like he really did feel like Nas is irrelevant.
And excuse me, we trying to stop saying the N-word.
Oh,
That
man.
brother, yeah.
I'm a work in progress, yo. I'm sorry.
I'm
probably
such
say it
a work
again
in
during this
progress.
podcast.
I'm sorry, I'm such a work.
I'm trying. Nah, but yeah, I think his apology was sincere, but he said that though. So that's my question to you. Why do we treat our legacy artists like that?
I think
Because I know of like the Eagles, Aerosmith, what's some more older groups? Like they still touring, world touring, they making millions of dollars like they never fell off. Like it's just like
well,
it
here's what I'll
continues.
say. I think it's the content.
Okay, so it's like cookie cutter.
Rick Ross, you not pushing no work. Let's be real. This is one of the things about this podcast. We're gonna keep it 100. Port of Miami, all of these drug dealer
You're not
fantasies.
the real Rick Ross. How about that?
Yeah. So these drug dealer fantasies, people just kind of like, okay, I heard that before. Just like I love Pusha T, but how many cocaine bars you gonna keep giving us?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay, but look, let me give you the other side of that. How many war movies you gonna keep giving us, Sylvester Stallone? How many Rocky movies you gonna keep giving us?
No, that's 100%.
You know what I mean? Like,
But if you look at it, Rocky's done at 5. Rick Ross had he had a run. And he
Yeah.
had some dope ass songs. Like, I love the way they mix and master his music. Like, Magnificent was good. Like
do you
certain
think
songs.
it's the content, or do you think it's the music? Like, it's not up to par as far as like can withstand the test of time, like classic music, or is it the content?
You know, I could say the content, but then he'll have songs that are just for vibes. Like the 16 and up with Android 3000 is one of my favorite songs by Rick Ross. So maybe it's just older music to Gen Z. It's just older music. After a time, think about it. Everybody has their time. After the time gangster rap went out.
So can I say this? Is
Yeah.
Rick Ross for millennials or Generation X?
I would say both.
Okay, so then they should be at that concert,
No,
right? In
but-
Houston supporting them.
But even, like, think about it. There was a time gangster rap had it.
Yeah.
Before that, it was conscious rap. No, conscious rap.
Conscious rap was first.
Yeah. Then you had
gangsta
gangster rap was in. Then gangster rap went out.
Then like the I think the backpacker type, like Kanye type stuff.
Yeah. So just think about it. Everybody had their era. Rick Ross and them had their era. Now
Yeah,
it's on
even
the,
Skateboard P.
yeah.
came
Now
with
it's on the
his
little
era.
babies and the Uzi Verts, and that's their
Yeah.
generation. You know what I'm saying? You know, there was an XSL hip hop when they came out. It was Lil Yachty, Uzi Vert, 21 Savage. It was
that,
Denzel Curry. Who else was on that?
Double XL freshman
Yeah,
cover.
freestyle.
With that.
You know, at first I was like, man, this shit is trash to me because they can't rap they can't, thing. But then when I listened to what they were doing, I'm like, oh, they creating this vibe type of music that you can rock
it's something
with. You can
different.
play. Yeah, it's something different.
That we're older, so we don't really get it yet. We don't understand.
We didn't get it, but the message, like when Lil Baby came out, I was like, okay, he got a message. You know what I'm saying, and what he's trying to do. And
But here's an argument.
yeah,
Let's not call it hip hop then, because hip hop has a set of rules, and so they're breaking the rules of hip hop. Like for instance, as a producer in hip hop, they first started to sample music. That's how, like, they had to work with what they had. So they had their parents' turntables and they had their parents' records. And so they would take the break beats from those records and loop them and play them over and over. And then people would dance or break dance, whatever, to those records. So so from that, it evolved into a set of rules where a hip hop producer has to find like certain obscure loops and breaks from like older jazz records.
Right.
Or it wasn't like really a cap on what type of records. It could be gospel records, it could be jazz, it could be R&B or whatever.
as long as you mix it, you blended it in.
Yeah, but it was like, you can't bite. You can't take a record that's well known that everybody knows that sample. You're trying to find something that nobody has never heard before, and then you create from that. And then people used to put tape over their records so that when they perform, like the person coming after them, the next DJ couldn't see what it was. Because it was like, only I have these records. You know what I mean? So that was like a culture. Like that was a set of rules to that culture. As hip hop evolved, the rules evolved, but it was always like a set of rules with hip hop. Like, don't bite, be original, be yourself. You know what I mean? Write your own lyrics, all this stuff. As time has changed, the game has changed. But if the game has changed and the rules are changing, can you still call what they're doing now hip hop? Because it's not hip hop. Hip hop is this. You know what I mean? What they're doing is a whole nother set of rules. So do you still call it hip hop?
I mean, they gonna put it in that category. It's gonna be categorized as hip hop or rap or whatever it is. But I think I'm tired of the samples.
Oh yeah. Things evolve.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because really, if you got skills and you could play an instrument, that's amazing. And it's not too many people that can do that in this business. You know what I mean? Like, that's like,
but that's
to be
like
commended.
to me, that's like, and here's what
But
I'm
I'm
saying.
just saying, like, if you're not, because they're way away from like the rules as far as like biting, doing monkey see, monkey do. They not even trying to like come up with a clever rhyme no more. Like, they just trying to like harmonize. They don't even sing on their own. Like, they get on like a auto tune and then they harmonize on that, and anybody could do that. They all sound the same. I can't even tell like who's who sometimes. Like, it's just so weird.
Nobody wants to be original and learn. They don't want to learn. They want to copy what somebody else is doing.
But that's what I'm saying. Should it be called hip hop then?
I don't even know what to call it.
Yeah, it should be. I personally think it should be called something else.
But hip hop, but Nas is showing hip hop can come back, because hip hop is about the storytelling, and now they have stories in their music, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm listening to certain songs and I say, okay, this artist has this artist has that.
I don't want to be the old man that's complaining, you know what I mean? Because it's a lot of stuff that the new kids make that I could vibe to. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff that they make that's pretty dope. But I'm just saying, as an argument, like, if they're not doing what the original rules were, do you call it the same thing?
Well, shit, looks like they calling Rick Ross to get out the way.
Hey, Rick Ross got to get out the way, man. The way they was exiting his concert, they was acting like he was trash.
But it seemed like they didn't know those songs like that.
Man, it seemed like they didn't give a fuck.
Everybody has their time.
Like, they didn't even know who he was.
They had their time, man.
Damn.
Yeah, they had.
I don't like that, man. Even though that I'm not a huge Rick Ross fan, I don't like that. I think we should treat our legacy artists with respect. You know what I mean? He paved the way for the next set of dudes.
Well, shit, let's look at it. Who's heavily inspired by Rick Ross? DJ Khaled was going to EDM concerts and getting straight booed off the stage.
We the best. You know who put Khaled on, though? Fat Joe.
Oh, okay.
Fat Joe put Khaled on. But, yeah, like, Rick Ross was an intricate part of his.
They're extra. Yeah,
his blow up.
I got the nice shoes with the car. I was watching the Hot Ones. You ever watch Hot
Khaled,
Ones?
yeah. I like Hot Ones. Khaled make me sick.
Khaled
He's
was
so
on
corny
there
to me.
and he couldn't eat the wings past a certain point, and then he said he tried to get like an analogy. He said, "I'm gonna take the hinges off the door and I'm gonna hand you the hinges," and the dude was like, "Can I just put the door back up?"
Khaled need to get out the way. That's my opinion. DJ Khaled got to get out the way, man. Khaled
he had his time too.
trash.
He had his time.
That nigga is trash.
Hey, Khaled
Khaled
cool,
got to
man.
get out
Khaled
the way.
cool,
Somebody
man.
got to say it, man. He annoying to the motherfucker. Every time he come on a TV screen, I turn the channel.
Well, it's a presentation
annoying.
that he's keeping up. That's
And his
it.
Jordans is ugly. Whack. I don't know how he got
Dang.
licensed to put out some fives.
He got that bread.
Man, this nigga's trash.
Well, he's not a
Cornball.
DJ Khaled fan.
Corn. I ain't hating either, man. Like, he just corny.
All right, man. What else we got before we get up out of
We
here?
got we got to get into the Super Bowl, man.
Oh yeah.
Rihanna performance. You know what I mean? That was a big night, man. That was a big thing to happen. First of all, I want to say the Super Bowl was dope, man. It was a really, really good game. One of the best Super Bowls I've seen in a long time.
I didn't get a chance to catch the Super Bowl. I was doing other stuff.
You caught it on IG, though.
Yeah, I know what happened, as you know, but I know what happened. Rihanna did her thing. I guess that was her welcome back.
So she's pregnant again.
Shout out to that boy ASAP Rocky.
Hey, ASAP know what he doing, man. ASAP, you that guy, man. You smart, man. You know how to play it.
Yeah,
You
no,
got a
he's
girl
cool,
with a
yeah.
Billy? With a Billy? Psh, I'm busting in her all day. Every day. I'm trying to
Hilarious.
populate the world.
Nick Cannon status, huh?
Man, for real. ASAP Rocky, man. Super
Nah,
props.
ASAP doing his
Keep it
thing.
feed.
But yeah, welcome back, Rihanna. Doing her thing.
Yeah, so she broke the news, man. She broke the news that she pregnant again. I think her performance was cool. It was alright. You know what I mean? Like, she got the hits. She did all her dope songs. She didn't mess up. It was a good performance. She didn't have no special guests. No special guests, and then it wasn't that much movement. I mean, she was dancing a little bit, but she was kind of standing in place.
But she didn't need no special guest. That's for Rihanna. That's Riri. That's Fenty. She didn't
Man.
need that.
It just would have put her performance over the top. Because, like, a lot of those songs was featuring Drake, featuring Jay-Z, you know, the Carlos Santana sample and all that. Like, if she would have had them people come out, it would have put it over the top.
But think about it. On the national stage, Rihanna's performing. The news broke that she's pregnant. Her stock then already went up. She ain't
true.
got to really do nothing crazy.
That's true. Her performance stage looked like that video game, Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked
Yeah.
like a little video game.
So she didn't have to do much.
It was cool. It wasn't one of the best Super Bowl performances I've seen. It was all right.
So here's my question.
But the game was dope, though.
Who had the best Super Bowl performance?
It's between Mike Jack and Prince. Because Prince did Purple Rain in the rain.
So look, check this out. I love Michael Jackson. Love him to death, but Prince had the best halftime show.
Oh,
I agree with DJ Quick said the same thing too, but Prince had the best halftime show.
I want to hear y'all opinion in the comments. If
Who
y'all
had the
remember,
best?
like, a memorable halftime show, put it in the
I
comments.
don't know about y'all new cats. Y'all might say The Weeknd. I don't know.
God. Or that one in Miami a couple years ago, J-Lo and Shakira or something.
yeah.
Nah.
Prince did
I
it.
think
He
Prince,
did the thing.
Purple Rain in the Rain was amazing. But the game, man, let's talk about the game. The game, very close game. It looked like the Eagles was gonna run away with it. They came out the gate just bombing on them. Boom, they scored first drive, and then you know, every time they hit Kansas City in the mouth, Pat Mahomes come right back and answer. And going into halftime, I think the Eagles was up by 10 points. So I was like, oh, it's not looking too good because I had bet some money. My barber is from Philly, and my team is the Raiders, first of all. And so I had bet my barber that the Raiders would have a better record than the Philadelphia Eagles. And of course, I lost that bet because the Eagles went like 13-3 or
16-3.
Something crazy.
I mean, their
I
whole
don't know.
total record in the playoffs, but
Yeah, it was something ridiculous. But so I couldn't cheer for the Eagles, man. I had to go with Pat Mahomes.
Man, did y'all see? All right, here's something. Let's go the Super Bowl before the Rams won. Let's go to the Super Bowl before that one. Tampa Bay and Kansas City.
Is that the one that Brady won? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
To me, it seemed like they was like, Pat Mahomes, let Brady go on get this one. And
Probably
then
it did kind of look like that because he didn't look like himself,
No.
right?
And then he comes out in balls in this one. The torch has been passed to Pat Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes been a starter in the NFL for, I think, don't quote me on this, 5 years now. And he got 2 rings, 2 MVPs. Like, I don't know, just like his numbers and his accolades and accomplishments is through the roof.
Yeah, he's
So he looking like he the next guy. Like he gonna be the next.
He got it.
Yeah.
He got 2 early Super Bowls.
And there's some good guys out there, dude.
Aaron Rodgers couldn't even get 2.
Aaron Rodgers got 1. I don't want no Aaron Rodgers slander on this podcast though, because I'm hoping Aaron Rodgers come to the Raiders.
Hey, look, man, I'm sorry.
They shopping him right now. Green Bay said that he's open to interview with.
We had the
teams or
same
whatever.
thing with Brett Favre. Aaron Rodgers got to get out the way.
He still got a little kick in him left, man. He can.
He's good, but I think he got to get out the way.
Aaron Rodgers, if you watch the podcast, Raiders, baby. Win, baby, win. Raiders, silver and black attack.
Y'all not about to do nothing.
So look, let me break it down. So then the second half come on, Pat Mahomes answer again. Boom. He had hurt himself too. Like his ankle was already hurt. That was well known. But he had got tackled and somebody twisted his ankle during the game. And it looked like, because he got up limping, it looked like he wasn't going to be able to make it throughout the game. Like he was looking like he was in pain and he could barely walk. Some kind of way though, it's like the Michael Jordan flu game. This nigga just came. He came back and he answered every single time until the score was tied up, 35-35. And then at the end of the game, it was this major penalty that everybody think is controversial. I personally think it was a holding call.
Yeah, when have you ever seen a Super Bowl that didn't have no controversy call?
Right. And the dude, the corner that did the hold, he admitted it in the press conference. He said, yeah, I did hold him. It's just I was hoping that they wouldn't call it. You know what I mean? But so he admitted it. So they called a holding call, and then KC held the ball to the end of the game, kicked the field goal, won it. Super Bowl.
So that was the Super Bowl. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I usually be tuned in, but I saw what happened. So,
but it was a good Super Bowl, man. Like they were evenly matched, and I would give the game ball to Kansas City's defense. Nobody knew that their defense was gonna play that well. You know what I mean? Even though they did, both teams scored 35 points, but the Kansas
they
City
didn't do that
defense
well. Shit.
They had some pivotal moments where
Nah, they stopped it when they needed to.
where old boy they made Jalen Hurts fumble and they ran it back for a touchdown.
Jalen Hurts will be back though.
He played good too, man. I thought the moment was gonna be too big for him, but it wasn't. Like he looked like he was comfortable. He was balling, man. He did enough to win, but he just didn't.
Well, we'll see what happens next year. Shout out to the Super Bowl. Yeah. But shoot, man.
Yeah,
I think it's time to get up out of here.
it's about that time.
Yeah, y'all know what the purpose is, man. The purpose of this show is, man, be healthy. Work out. You know what I'm saying? Start eating better, man. We got to kill the cholesterol and the Kool-Aid drinking with a million amounts of sugar in our community, giving us these bad problems, you know. Somebody said the food ain't good unless the woman's arms is jiggling. We gotta cut that out. The food could be good.
Yeah, the Big Mama arm.
Yeah, that's not healthy, man. For real. So this has been the On a Mission podcast. Make sure you get your merchandise at jalemusic.com. Come on, man. Y'all like this shirt? It'll be up soon on there. Follow me at all platforms, J-I-L-E Music, on all across the board.
How you spell it?
Jayali Music. Y'all should be following this channel, so y'all should know that. So spread it, share it with your friends.
Hey, if you watch this whole podcast and you didn't click likes, comment, or subscribe, you a hater. Straight up.
Yeah, please support. We're going to keep being consistent, though. This is episode 4. We got many more to come.
And check me out on @Zulay on all platforms, @ZOOLAY. If you want to check out my music, we on Spotify. We on every streaming platform. Our album that we pumping right now is called Undeniable. So type in Zulay Undeniable, or you could go to our website. It needs to be updated, but it worked. So as long as it worked, go to zulaymusic.com. zulaymusic.com, and you can download Still Living Proof. That's our mixtape that we did with THX, and that'll give you a good representation of how our music is. And yeah, man, @Zulay2 on Instagram, @Zulay on everything else. On the Mission Podcast, your boy KG, J-I-L-E.
We out of here,
We
man. Y'all be
signing out.
safe. We out.
Take care of yourself, man. Be healthy.
Peace.
On a mission, yeah. You can hate, but I got tunnel vision, yeah. They be running like a mile a minute, yeah. But stay on track, cause I know the mission, yeah. On a mission, yeah.